Ci siamo lasciati l'ultima volta che eravamo arrivati alla casa dei Myers, che sono, se non ricordo male, la famiglia della ragazza che è morta affogata. E purtroppo io gioco questo gioco intervallandolo con molti altri e c'è una confusione in testa di nomi che veramente non so spiegare, per cui ogni volta cioè faccio fatica e mi devo ricordare i nomi di tutte le persone coinvolte. Comunque, e, niente, insomma, siamo arrivati qua e per cui adesso intanto ci guardiamo un attimo
Thick,
intorno.
dense forest. What were you doing out there, Grandpa? Conwell Lake, where Lily Myers met her demise.
Ok, Lily Myers è il nome, quindi. Ah, posso nuotare?
Oh, gee, I would, but I forgot my swimsuit at home.
Huh?
55 degrees. Not too chilly, thankfully. It doesn't belong to me. I don't want to take it without a good reason.
Ma allora perché me la dai l'opzione? Ma cose
I can see
strane.
someone moving inside.
Ok.
Yes? Can I help you?
I hope so. My name's Rain. Kathy Rain.
Joseph's girl. The one they sent away.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, what do you want?
I had some questions about your daughter, Lily.
Well, you know what? I don't have any answers, girl. Lily was precious, special. Lily died. That's all there is to it.
My grandfather came to see you, right? To ask about her?
Maybe he did. I don't see how that's any of your business.
I'm not asking for much, Mrs. Myers.
Then clearly you have no idea what it's like losing a child. Goodbye.
Ok.
It's totally overflowing with cigarette butts. Somebody around here is a chain smoker. We have something in common. Good to know.
Mi piace fumare questa.
Just go away.
Care to join me for a smoke, Mrs. Myers?
Well, I'm gonna have to think about it.
Niente.
What
Ah,
brand?
no.
Corley Cinders. Extra long.
You got taste. I'll give you that. Well, I suppose one smoke can't hurt.
And that's when he realized it was his own bong.
Oh my! Oh, now that was a good one.
Ma mo gli ho fatto una sigaretta e siamo diventate
Kathy?
subito amicone.
You're okay.
Bah.
Sorry for being such a cranky old bag before. I get a short fuse when I run out of smokes.
Now that's an understatement. Good thing I had my morning smoke, otherwise we would have had a fist fight on our hands.
Oh, it's getting chilly. Why don't we head inside?
Sure, let's go.
Now, this here's my boy Nathan. He's special. Nate, be polite and say hello to Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi there, big guy.
Allora, prima di tutto diamoci un'occhiata in giro.
Very lifelike. Contrary to popular belief, I don't believe the owls are more than what they seem. Nice view of the lake from here. Yet another burial ground for those sweet, addictive, not to mention cancer-inducing sticks of tobacco. I'm a huge fan.
Ok, potrei parlare con Nathan.
I can smell something cooking.
E penso che è quello che farò.
Elk, by the looks of it. They're fairly common in Conwell Woods. Nice painting. It's signed LM.
Può essere che è Lily Myers.
It's Nathan, Sue's mentally disabled son. What you doing, big fella?
Drawing.
Oh yeah? What are you drawing?
The nice red man.
You mean Santa?
No, the nice red man.
Now, what did I say about raising your voice at strangers?
Sorry, Mama. I'll be nice. The red man is nice.
Don't mind him. He gets so absorbed in his drawings thanks to that wild imagination of his, just like his sister.
Quindi probabilmente LM è Lily Myers. Ok, io penso di aver visto tutto. Non credo che...
Nah, he's stuck in his own little
no,
world.
infatti non pensavo che parlandogli avrei... sarebbe cambiato qualcosa, insomma, va bene.
Sue has nailed the tomboy look. I like it.
So you wanted to ask me about Lily?
Yeah. Do you mind telling me what happened when my grandfather came to see you?
Well, he knocked on my door a few years after Lily had passed away. I didn't know Joseph too well myself, but I'd heard of him and the good he'd done for the other people around here. So I let him in. He started asking a bunch of questions about Lily, like if I was absolutely sure that it was suicide.
And what did you say?
The truth. That she was depressed and had been for a long time. I had no doubts about what happened.
All right. Anything else?
Well, he was weirdly curious about her paintings.
Lily painted?
Yep, that's one of hers right there on the wall.
I see, it's beautiful. So, in what way was he curious?
He asked if Lily had painted anything odd or strange. I didn't really get what he was after, but I let him have a look at her work. He spent some time browsing through them, and then he wrote something down on a piece of paper, thanked me, and left.
Huh. Any idea of what he could have seen?
Not really. I had the paintings all lined up. Could have been any of them.
Would you mind showing them to me?
Well, I would if I could, but this is the only one I have left. I sold the rest many years ago to this weirdo art collector.
Ah, mo abbiamo un po' di cose da chiedere, eh? Cominciamo.
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather? How he ended up in a wheelchair?
Stroke, wasn't it? At least that's what I heard.
Not necessarily. There are some divided opinions about it.
Now that I think about it, that whole ordeal happened to him not long after he came here.
How long?
A week, maybe, at the most.
I don't need to ask her about that. Mind telling me what Lily was like, Sue?
I'd be happy to. She was Nathan's older sister by 2 years. Lily was like any girl growing up, normal, happy, talking about school, boys, and whatnot. And she and Nathan were close back then, always playing together in the woods. When Lily was 10, she started drawing, always doodling on just about anything she could get her hands on. We didn't have much, really, and so she used what she could. Once I even caught her scribbling on toilet paper. On her 12th birthday, we gave Lily a thick sketchbook with an assortment of pencils. She was ecstatic. That was the happiest I'd ever seen her. From that day, drawing became her life. Eventually, her art teacher at school helped her to get started with oil painting. When Lily was 15, something changed. At first, I thought it was just usual teen angst, but no, this was something different. She started going out, disappearing for long periods of time. She locked herself in when painting. She never used to do that. I tried everything. Counseling, support groups, antidepressants. Nothing worked. About a year later, she just gave up. And, well, you know the rest.
I'm sorry, Sue. That must have been unimaginable.
Thanks, darling, but it's been a while now. I've learned to live with it.
Quindi è successo qualcosa. Cioè, lei è convinta che si è uccisa, però evidentemente il nonno di Katie la pensa diversamente. Comunque, vabbè.
I don't need to ask her about that. What do you do to support the two of you?
A little bit of this and that. Got me some cash saved up, too. Nathan helps out when he can.
What happened to your husband, if you don't mind me asking?
You could say he didn't quite cope as well as I did with what happened to Lily. He got himself a death wish after what happened to her, started drinking and getting into all sorts of trouble. 5 years left for him in the joint now. Been there for 15.
Man, that must be rough for you.
Oh, we're doing just fine without him, aren't we, Nate?
Mama takes good care of us.
Mama sure does.
Does the name Charles Wade mean anything to you?
Oh, he's some big-time businessman, ain't he?
Yeah, he owns a large company.
That about sums up what I know about the fella.
So, tell me about Lily's art.
It used to be about cheerful things, landscapes, animals, bright colors. But as she drifted further into depression, she started painting horrible things, death and decay. And the last few pieces look like something out of a nightmare.
That's awful. Did Lily ever get any recognition for her art?
Not really. Except from the guy I told you about who bought most of her paintings.
Tell me about this art collector person.
Rich, fancy looking, in his 50s or thereabouts. I'd say he'd be around 70 now if he's still alive. He knocked on that door one day with a wad of cash in his hand. $5,000. He wanted everything that Lily so much as touched with a brush.
Huh. Did he say why?
Nope, but I got the feeling that most of that dough was paid so he could avoid any questions. I took the money. I still had Nathan to support.
Did the stranger give you his name?
No. Well, his face was far from forgettable, though. Big nose, bright blue eyes, looked black Irish. He had a thick black mane, turning gray, no beard.
All right, Sue. Thanks. I'd rather just ask her about her daughter directly. Do you know what this key opens?
Well, that's a bit of a weird question, ain't it? But no.
In effetti, che domanda del cazzo, però
I'd
vabbè,
rather
io
just
ormai
ask her
clicco
about her
tutto.
daughter directly. Hey, Sue, do you recognize any of these men?
Well, there's Joseph Rain. Always so handsome. I had such a crush on him back in the day. And... no way. That's him. The man who bought the paintings. He's much younger here, but there's no mistaking that hair and nose.
Are you sure?
I'm positive, little cat. That's the guy who walked into this cabin with $5,000 in cash.
That's very helpful, Sue. Thanks. Ugh. Another question for the elusive Mr.
Ah,
Wade.
quindi è Charles.
No reason to show. No reason.
Mi sa che non c'è nient'altro da fargli vedere perché adesso tutto quello che...
What do you think about this church?
It's a good church. I go there from time to time. I bring Nate, too, when that boy needs the fear of God put into him.
Vabbè, sta chiesa è proprio loschissima perché c'è sta brochure la fa vedere a tutti, no? Non può essere...
No reason to show. I was pretty tempted before, but I think we're past that now.
Non può essere un caso. Gli
It was
posso
fun
dare...
last time, but
Ah,
no.
no, niente. Non gli posso neanche dare più una sigaretta.
No reason to show her that.
Ok, beh, a questo punto gli ho chiesto tutto. Quello che potevo far vedere gliel'ho fatto vedere.
I think
Ciao.
I'm gonna head off now.
Sure thing, little cat. Come back anytime.
It's getting late. I should head back to the city.
Ah, così direttamente?
Hey, you're still up.
I was wondering when you'd show up. How did it go?
Long story. I found out about some stuff that happened when I was a kid.
Wow, what a mystery. So what's the plan now?
The plan? There is no plan. This whole thing was a stupid idea. Grandpa is still gone, and nothing I do can change that. Besides, it's all dead ends anyway.
What about this Charles Wade? You still haven't talked to him? And that strange bright picture you showed me? Those tapes? Listen, I know this guy.
Eileen, relax. We can talk about it tomorrow, okay? Oh, it's way too late now.
No, I couldn't possibly sleep now. I'm way too excited.
Well, that makes one of us. Nighty.
Good night, Kat. Hey, Kathy, wake up!
Ugh, you are so lucky there are no sharp objects near this bed.
Guess what? I got an idea.
Please tell me it involves you taking a sabbatical.
Haha, so you found all this evidence, right? Pictures, tapes, and stuff?
I guess. Why?
Well, as you know, I have a computer. And I know this hacker guy, Dave, and... Oh, never mind. I'll just write you a note. You go back to sleep.
Seriously, Eileen, sometimes I just marvel at how your brain works.
I know, right?
Questa mi ha svegliato per dirmi sta cosa, mortacci sua. Vabbè.
Are you sure you want to do this, Catherine? You still have time, if you think there's any chance you would change your mind.
I'm sure, Doctor. Just get it out of me. But please, don't tell my mom.
I'm sorry, but we have to do that. It's the law.
Non so di che stiamo parlando, ma questa è sempre lei?
Nobody has to know, just pretend it slipped your mind. I have enough shit going on with her already. This would just add fuel to the fire.
I'm afraid there's nothing I can do.
Fine. Let's just get this over with then.
Right this way.
Ugh, I hate that dream. I guess Eileen went to class. I probably should too. Nah.
Ok, allora, non so se cliccando sulle cose su cui avevo già cliccato dirà le stesse cose. Proviamone un paio.
Makeup check, hair check, horrible mood and contempt for humanity check.
Oddio, manco mi ricordo
We meet
se...
again, Mr. Bear. Don't give me that look.
sì,
It's not my
forse
fault
sì.
you ended up so close to my lighter.
Immagino di sì. Di nuovo mi sa che ci sta solo la nota.
Hi, Kat. Feel free to use my computer while I'm away. My password is AngelLove, without the quotes. If you call my friend Dave at 555-2492, he can set you up with some software. I'll be back in a few hours, super psyched about the investigation. E. P.S. No gum on the keyboard, please. Remember the last time? Oh, please, like she actually uses the spacebar. Shit, looks like she forgot to write down the username. Oh well, shouldn't be too hard to guess. I think it's just some combination of her first and last name. Eileen borrowed it from school. She takes a bunch of computer classes. I'm no geek, but I know how to use one. A computer, that is, not a geek.
Ah no, vabbè, questo aveva detto pure l'altra volta. Faccio così, spegne? Oddio. Ma che taglio? Ok. Oddio, io già non mi ricordo più la password. Angel Love, tipo? No, dimmi che ce l'ho scritta qui da qualche parte. Ah, grazie al
Hi, Cat.
cielo.
Feel free to. My password is Angel Love.
Angel
Without the quote. If
Love,
you call
però
my
manca
super site at missing username.
l'username. Ok. Vabbè, intanto chiamiamo quel tizio.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Kathy. Eileen said to call you about some software.
Ellie who?
Eileen. Red hair, glasses, speaks so fast her gums ache.
Oh, right. I thought her name was Errol. Figured it was kind of a weird name for a girl.
You must have a hearing disorder.
You must have a thinking disorder. Burn.
Wow. Just wow. So, the software?
Ok.
Oh, yeah. No, can't. Not really.
I knew she was full of shit.
Nah, I mean, sure, I used to be able to get pirated software, but not anymore. There was this misunderstanding and my network privileges were revoked. Me and Clyde, the campus IT guy, don't really see eye to eye. We used to
Clyde.
play bocce together, and let's just say he is one sore loser.
Can't you just patch things up with the guy?
No way! He's such an ass! He even thinks TNG is better than the original series.
He thinks the what is better than the what?
I know, right?
In
Can you
effetti...
believe that guy?
Boh.
Can't you just hack your way back in somehow? Isn't that what you do?
He blocked the Ethernet port in my room. I don't even have physical access.
Don't you ever leave your room? Use a computer in the library or something. Aren't they connected to the network?
No, there are cameras in there. Clyde is just waiting for me to make a move so he can get me expelled.
You call yourself a hacker? Just use your brain, for Christ's sake. Let's figure this out.
Wow, you're so sassy, Nancy Drew.
Sì, Nancy Drew.
Only an admin
Ciao.
account can change the access ports. The only way to even theoretically crack one would be if Clyde logged onto a machine to which we have unrestricted physical access. And... Ooh, I got an idea.
I'm not gonna like this.
Well, what you could do is intentionally crash your PC.
That sounds especially stupid.
Well, not crash it, just crash it a little, then call Clyde. Clyde will come over to fix it. If you're lucky, then he'll log onto the network using his admin account. Afterwards, you can use some of my tools to find and crack the password locally.
Worth a shot, I guess. Okay, you can come over and set it up.
No way. I have severe IBS, it just wouldn't work.
IBS? What the hell is that?
Ma questo parla solo per diminutivi.
Seriously, don't want to know. I'll have my buddy drop off everything you need. It's not rocket science. You do what I ask, and I'll get you some juicy software. Quid pro quo, Clarice.
Whatever, weirdo. We'll see.
Quindi? Ah. Oh.
A thick white envelope.
Che cos'è?
These must be the instructions from Dave.
Mhm.
There was a floppy disk in there with a note taped to the back. It's labeled boot. 1. Boot your computer using the blue floppy. 2. Use the corrupt MBR utility to crash the file system of the computer. Take the floppy out and reboot. 3. Call Clyde at 555-8181. Tell him your computer crashed and give him the error code on the screen. He'll come over and have a look. It shouldn't take too long for him to fix. 4. Now comes the crucial part. You need to somehow make him log on with his admin account. 5. Reboot and retrieve the admin credentials using the blue floppy. 6. Reboot and log on using Clyde's admin account. 7. Look for
Io mi
some
sono già
kind of
persa
tool
due.
to remotely open my Ethernet port. Dorm B, room 8. That's it. And remember, if you mess up somewhere, just call Clyde, and he'll have to take care of it. It's his job, after all.
Oddio.
Eileen borrowed it from school. She takes a bunch.
No. Mi pare che era questa, no? Oh, poi che cazzo devo fare?
No use doing that before Clyde is logged in.
Ah,
All right, time for some expert help.
io non mi ricordo più un cazzo.
1. Boot your computer. 2.
Ok.
Use the corrupt MBR utility
Ah,
to
questo l'ho
crash
preso.
the file. 3. Call Clyde
Chiama
at
Clyde.
555-8181. Tell him your computer
qual è l'error
crashed and give
code?
him the error code on the screen.
Non lo
He'll
so
come
qual
over
è.
and have a look. It should 4. Now comes the crucial part. You need to
Vabbè, lui
somehow
deve
make him log
loggare.
on with 5. Reboot and retrieve the admin
Ah,
credentials
ok,
using
devo
the
fare
blue floppy.
retrieve, quella
6.
cosa che ho provato a fare
Reboot and
adesso.
log on using Clyde's admin account.
Ok.
7. Look for some kind of tool to remotely open my Ethernet port. Dorm B,
Vabbè, a questo ci
room
arriviamo
8.
dopo perché mo
That's
non mi
it.
ricorderò
And
mai
remember, if you mess up somewhere, just
dorm,
call Clyde
B-room
and he'll have to take care
8.
of it. It's his job after all.
Vabbè, proviamo a chiamare sto tizio.
IT, this is Clyde speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, I need you to come and fix my roommate's computer.
What seems to be the problem?
It won't start up. There's some kind of system failure with an error code on the screen.
Probably a hard drive failure. Which room are you in?
Dorm A, room 5.
I'll be there in a few minutes.
Thanks.
Gli potevo chiedere anche altre cose comunque.
Hey, Clyde from IT.
Hi, come in.
My, oh my, now how did this happen?
I have no idea. It was like this when I started it up this morning.
Let's have a look. And presto, good as new.
That's perfect. Could you try logging on real quick just to make sure it works?
You go ahead, I'll wait.
Però io non lo so. No.
Yeah, that worked. Thanks.
No problem. Let me know if you have any more trouble.
Non ci siamo riusciti perché mi serve lo username, però ho visto che glielo potevo chiedere a lui.
Shit. I have to come up with a way to force him to log on.
Allora, proviamoci, va?
IT, this is Clyde speaking. How can I help you?
I, kind of forgot my username.
Well, it's real easy. It's the first letter of your first name followed by your last name. So Jane Doe would be J-Doe.
Alright, sounds easy enough.
Quindi Eileen sarebbe e qualcos'altro. Aspetta,
Well, it's
fammelo
real
dire.
easy. It's the first letter of your
Jane
first
Doe
name
will
followed
be
by your
J
last
Doe.
name. So Jane Doe.
All right, sounds easy. So, I hear you and Dave had some kind of fight?
That's really none of your business.
Never mind.
Suit yourself.
Ok. Mm. Io il nome di lei non lo so però. Eileen, cioè se lo so, dove potrebbe essere scritto? Allora, sicuramente non dalla mia parte. Qui non ci sono queste indicazioni. No. Nella schedule?
Eileen's schedule. There's a note for today. Help Kathy get in touch.
È l'unica cosa che mi viene in mente. Ora non mi fa aprire nulla. Che ne so, forse sulla valigia ci sarà la targhetta perché lì non c'è nulla. Non ci sono libri, non ci sono. Qua ci sono. Boh, proviamo a vedere. C'è un.
Eileen's girly suitcase. There's a sticker on it with her full
Ah,
name. Eileen Mildred
ok.
Summers.
Quindi e Summers. E Summers e poi era Angel Love. Proviamo. Oh, perfetto. Oh, che fa lo scanner? Ah, niente. Ok. A posto, quindi adesso posso riprovare, cioè devo rifare tutto quello che ho fatto prima. No, però in effetti a che serve? Cioè nel senso perché poi lui vede che io comunque loggo e... Che cazzo ho risolto? Cioè... Cioè se loggo non ho risolto un cazzo in realtà. Io devo far loggare lui. Però forse già il fatto che... Ah no, ma che cazzo chiamo a fare che io... Ma vaffanculo, non posso attaccare.
Never mind.
Se non faccio prima quella cosa non lo rompo il computer, che stupida. Vabbè, allora, considerando... No, vabbè, ma che considerando? Finiamo sta cosa, ormai pure se siamo a 37 minuti di video. Che poi sicuramente qualcosa lo taglierò, perché se qua ci metto 3 ore può essere che lo taglierò. Allora, rifamo sta cosa. Sì, nel frattempo ci sono 3000 cani che stanno abbaiando e non potrò fare nulla per toglierlo dal video. Ok.
And presto, good as new.
That's perfect.
Ah,
Could you try
l'ha
logging
tagliato
on real quick
direttamente
just to make sure it
lui.
works?
Cioè nel senso...
You go ahead, I'll wait.
Non ho tagliato io il video, è proprio saltato direttamente il gioco. Allora, fammi pensare. Proviamo così. Proviamo così. Metto una password sbagliata. Oh, ma se poi lo blocco... Ah, forse potrei fare così, giusto, glielo potrei bloccare. Sì, proviamo così. dice che si blocca.
Oh, now look what I did.
For crying out loud. Let me try to log in with my account. Okay, everything seems to be in order. I've unlocked your account. Please, try not to break anything else.
Oh, I'll try. Phase 1 complete.
Ok, quindi allora dovevo riusare il boot disk, giusto? E dovevo estrarre... Sì, vabbè, questo ogni volta fa sta cosa. Admin gadget. Admin e gadget. Ok. Allora, aspetta, prima fammi rivedere.
1, 2, 3, 4. Now 5. Reboot and retrieve 6. Reboot and 7. Look for some kind of tool to remotely open my
Tool to remotely
Ethernet port.
open
Dorm B,
l'Ethernet
room
port
8.
B.
That's it. And remember, if you mess up
B,
somewhere, just
room
call Clyde,
8.
and he'll have to take care of it. It's his job
Dorm
after all.
B, room 8. Ok. Quindi ah beh, immagino che devo andare qua perché è l'unica opzione diversa. Ah, ok.
Alright, that should do it.
Poi che cazzo dovevo fare? Basta, no? Oh, che cazzo devo fare? Lo devo chiamare a sto punto.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reeb 6, 7. Look for some... That's it. And remember, if you mess up somewhere, just...
Che cazzo ne so? Sto a fare una confusione. Fammi chiamare sto tizio. Vediamo se gli posso parlare.
Yeah?
Guess what?
You got it? Hang on. Oh man, I could kiss you! Figuratively, that is. I'm so gonna get back at Clyde now. What are those admin credentials, by the way?
Not telling, buddy. Saving those for a rainy day.
Huh.
Tanto fra un po' me le sarò dimenticate.
Stays in my room then.
Sure, then I'll just have to log back on and click that pretty little lock icon again.
Now this is just emotional blackmail.
Quid pro quo, Dave.
Fine, I'll have it dropped off at your room. God damn, you're like a she-Clyde. A Clyde-esque.
Huh, that is the worst insult I have ever heard. Later, Dave.
Quindi mi ha lasciato un altro pacchettino. Vediamo che è, va.
I'll just get rid of these notes now. I don't need them anymore.
Ah, l'ho buttata? Vabbè, ok.
There was a
Vabbè.
floppy disk inside.
Un altro floppy. C'è ora le istruzioni. Ah no, questo manco c'ha le istruzioni proprio. E che cazzo ne so. Usiamolo. Che boh, non so cosa succederà, mo scoppierà. Quindi?
I'm no geek, but I know how to
Ancora.
computer.
Che cazzo ne so? Boh, lasciamo queste. Ah, ci sta il floppy adesso. Prima era empty. Ah. Quindi mi ha installato delle cose. Drag and drop audio files to analyze. Drag and drop image files to analyze. Ok. Che ne so. Potrei in qualche modo analizzare le cose che c'ho. Voice, c'ho delle cose registrate, image, c'ho quelle foto. Vabbè. Allora, per adesso salvo e chiudo qui e continuiamo alla prossima.